Evolutionists, in a nutshell, believe that any incremental advantages genetic mutations bestow, will stick around and collect in the gene pool. But not just any new appendage that pops up out of the blue will do. The new structure must allow for the basics, plus whatever new thing your appendage can do for you. More isn't always better though. If this were the case, we would see birds with 4 wings, and humans with 4 hands and 4 feet. We are basically whatever could survive in Earth's history, considering the seasons. And as such, creatures that require the least amount of calories usually had their advantage take over the species by requiring less risk to procreate, making them more abundant, which in turn only increased the rate for evolutionary adaptation. For this reason, less is actually much better, in the form of better digestion. In this case, rats are a sort of mammalian safety net of Earth if ever we decide to go at it again. Intermittent scarcity allows for procreation and shedding of whatever is deemed excessive to occur yearly due to the seasons. But what exactly is successful? And what does it have to do with how we look? The following examples will help in your understanding, so here goes nothing. The most common feature that most multicellular life shares are the senses, like sight. A funny thing about our eyes, notice how almost all life on Earth has eyes above the mouth? I mean, some animals can't decide between having 2 hands or 4 feet, while others rather just swim, but one thing is for sure, we all agree that our eyes should absolutely be above our mouth. But why? Could it be because of gravity? And how while eating, food could hang over your eyes like curtains? Maybe those that have their eyes below their mouth couldn't see a predator approaching, even if their lives depended on it, thus limiting the way we look. Limited by failure. Moving on. The body can adapt into anything that requires the least amount of calories, that can still procreate. But intermittent scarcity and bleak odds renders the best form, for best recognition, reaction speeds. Life filters the form via missteps, but also filters the mind via misunderstandings. Like mentioned in a previous video, intermittent scarcity allows for physical and mental refinements by forcing the maladapted to fall off the gene pool. Mental refinements have been labeled morals. Competition is good for eating most of the kill, while cooperation, like with a pack, gets you multiple kills, thus being much better for the species, while competition is only good for limited reasons. Naturally, intelligence outmaneuvers pure strength, by compensating with numbers, thus the species naturally evolves towards cooperative tendencies, naturally. This is true here and all over the universe due to results. These things we call values cannot simply be found under a rock. It's a sentiment lives between 2 peers, which survive purely out of merit. Cooperation usually leads to gain and therefore is not easily discardable. Meaning, that with time we accumulate sensitivity to the other like self, to the point we know the needs of the other by seeing the faces and sounds it makes and recognizing what it would mean for us to do the same. This recognition of ourself in others leads to the threshold where one realizes that one must respect to earn respect. Another invisible value that will be true here and anywhere else in the universe. Purely self-refined by the odds it presents to the practitioner. Considering all this, intermittent scarcity leads to a physical form adapted to the environment. But cooperation allows an array of universal truths to make its way into instinct, freeing our mind in the process. Spirituality then seems to be a series of lessons in the form of unavoidable truths, like, for example, alone we are nothing much. Yet due to the non-stop refinement of our nature, in this world of promised intermittent scarcity, we are a complete series of truths. We are the purpose and reason for the universe. This is why this channel is named Fruit of the Universe, because it is based on the idea that humans, although we are frail, we are absolutely a beautiful creation of the universe. We are the sole purpose of the universe. We are the fruit of this universe. Remember this, even in your sad days. Subscribe to show signs of intelligent life.